Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will go through all the different items that will most likely become unobtainable at the end of the Mist Open Air Remix event and really try to highlight how you can get them, and like that you can prioritize some of these items because again, we're really not sure what will be the future for these different items. So here of course, just a short disclaimer. This is only speculations because there is a big chance that at some point Blizzard will bring back some of these items, maybe not all of them, but maybe some of them will be brought back through the training post, through other remixes events, or through other means. And so maybe in the future you will be able to get some of these items through other ways, but keep in mind it's not guaranteed, and also it's not guaranteed that it will be, for instance, in the next year. It can be in the next 2 years or something like that. So that's why I would really recommend you to try and get all the different items that you really want from this item and that will most likely be gone at the end of the event. So let's start with all the different mounts that will be gone at the end of the event. And first here we have all the different mounts that you will be able to purchase from Emmet Nezingari. And as you can see, you will be able to purchase all of them with bronze. So here, all the different mounts from the three first pages will be gone, and all of them are basically recolors of existing mounts that you can get in Mist of Pandaria. And then the two last pages are mounts that will still be available in the game. They might just be a little bit more annoying to get, especially the different world bosses mounts and also some of the mounts from the different raids. So these are really the three first pages, all the mounts you want to get. And then we have the two mounts that you can get from the different achievements. So first you have the Astral Emperor Serpent, and this one is honestly pretty easy to get. So basically here, as you can see, you want to complete this achievement right here, the Veil of Eternal Blossoms, and it will require you to either get exalted with the Golden Lotus, the August Celestials, or do these different achievements right here. And you just need to complete two of them. So the Golden Lotus one is extremely fast to do. And then I would recommend you to probably do the elusive foes. As you can see, you just need to kill 3 rares from the Veil of Eternal Blossoms, and these are pretty easy to find and pretty easy to kill. And then we of course also have the Phoenix that you will be able to get when you reach level 20 with a Time Runner character, and this is the August Phoenix. So this one is pretty easy to get, and I'm sure that most of you already have this mount with you. So next to that, you have all the different Transmog items that again are unique to this event, and some of them are really good. So the first category of items I want to bring your attention to are all the different class ensembles and weapon arsenals. So all these different weapons and items are recolor versions of the different training post class ensembles and arsenals that were available for the past year through the training post. And some of them are really nice. So this is definitely something I would recommend you to do. Keep in mind, you don't need to create each class in order to get and acquire these different appearances. You can, for instance, buy everything on one single character and then learn all these different ensembles and all these different arsenal of weapons. So this is something that is pretty easy to do. In order to get your hands on all of them, as you can see, you will need to spend 4,000 for each of the class ensembles, and then 3,000 for each of the different class arsenals. And in order to have the right to actually purchase all these different items from this vendor right here, you will need to do 2 achievements. So the first one will be this one right here, Landfall. As you can see, you will need to complete 2 of the following achievements. There is first the elusive foes Landfall. So here, basically, you will need to defeat 3 champions of the opposing faction in the Krasarang Wilds. And so here it's taking place really just here in that part of the map. And then next to that, you have other very easy achievements to do. So for instance, you can also do the campaign Landfall or the Operation Shield World. And then for the different weapons, you will need to do the achievement Owl of Thunder. And so here you just need to complete one of the following achievements. So for instance, you have the elusive pose for the Owl of Thunder. Again, you just need to kill 3 of the different rares. From the Owl of Thunder, you have the campaign and also the Looking for Group Owl of Thunder, where you just need to kill Nalak, the Rain Thunder, Throne of Thunder, and Ondasta. So this is really easy to do, and then like that you can come here and directly get all the different things with the bronze. After that, you have all these different cosmetic sets right here. So first you have two shadow pan sets that, in my opinion, are really nice. These ones, you can buy them directly. They only cost 2,500 each, and there is no requirement for you to get them. Then you have all the different core corn set as well. So you have three different variations. These ones are really nice as well. Then here you have some of these different ensembles. So here, not all of them are fully completely unique, because some of the parts, for instance the belts, are things you can craft in the retail version of the game, but some of the parts are then unique. And so if you want all these different full, like let's say outside vestments and samples, you will need to buy them directly from this vendor right here. So it really just includes these first few ones that you can see right here. And then after that, all these other things are things you can already get in the game. And so these won't be removed from the game. You will still be able to farm them. So for this vendor, just go to the two first pages, and basically everything there will be things that most likely won't be brought back, at least before some time, in the retail version of the game. After that, we have a few other interesting items, this time from this vendor right here, Pythagoras. And here you want to go directly at the end of all the things that this vendor is selling, because these different items that we're interested in are all these different heirloom weapons that will be removed from the game after the end of this event. So all these different heirlooms are things that you were initially able to get when defeating Garrosh before the release of Warlords of Draenor, and they have been removed from the game since then. And all of them have really good appearances and they're heirlooms, so you can then use them on all your different alts. So in order to get these different weapons, all you have to do really is to collect some bronze and then to kill Garrosh in any difficulty in order to get some of the bones of Manoroth. And then like that, you will be able to buy all these different weapons. In order to get a lot of these different bones of Manoroth, for instance, if you're killing Garrosh in Mythic difficulty, it's 10. In Heroic, I believe it's 5, and then it just decreases a little bit. But in general, if you just do it a few times, you should have enough in order to buy all these different weapons. And again, I would really recommend you to try and get them now. Then the final category of items that I want to bring your attention to are all the different recolored weapons that have been added to this event, and that again most likely will be removed at the end of the event. So here you have some that will be available from the different raids, and you also have some that are simply available from any of the different zones. And so again, some of these items were never ever added into the game in the first place, or these are just recolored versions of these different weapons. So here there are quite a lot of them, and they can drop from any zones, and also for instance for the different raids they will be able to drop from any difficulty, but some of them are specific to some of the difficulties. For instance, if you want this specific item, let's say for instance this one right here, you will need to do it in LFR, the Siege of Orgrimmar, in order to have a chance at getting it. So I will share in the description a guide that Wowhead put together, where they really highlighted all these different items and exactly how to get them. So as you can see, you can really see all these different items, and each time they will let you know exactly how you can get them. So if you are someone who is into collecting all these different items and you really want to make sure to get them before they're gone, I would recommend you to go and check this guide right here, because you will be able to know like that what items to target and exactly how you can get all of them. So this is a really good guide. I would recommend you to go check it out. And then of course you have all the different cosmetic items that you can get by completing the different achievements. So for instance, you have the Half Heal Farmer's Backpack, the Chance Storms Out Keg, the Chance Storms Out Hat, and also the Sha of Corruption Illusion for your weapons. And so all these ones, again, are things that we're really unsure whether they will ever be brought back or not. So try to get them now. Then after that, we have the different toys. So here you have the August Celestial Wing that you will get when gathering 4,200 threads for the Cloak of Infinite Potential on one of your characters. It's something that is very easy to do, and normally you should probably already have it by now. And then there is this other one right here, the Cherry Blossom Trail. And so in order to get this one, you will need to complete 2 of the following achievements with a time runner in the Jade Forest. And so again here, you can, for instance, do the campaign, you can get exalted with the Order of the Cloud Serpent, do the looking for groups. So this is not really too difficult, and this is one of the over toys that sadly will be gone at the end of the event. Then we also have two pets. So first we have the Muscow Calf that you will be able to get when completing the Town Long Steps achievement. Again, you just need to complete two of the following achievements, and these are fairly easy to do. And then there is also this one right here, the Astral Emperor Serpentine, and you will be able to get it when completing one of the following achievements. And so you have the Looking for Group Timeless Owl, Emperor Shoshao, or Tour Timeless Owl. So these are, again, not too hard to get. So these different pets are things that are very specific to this event. Finally, the last category of items, let's just say, or things that I want to mention is, of course, the different achievements. So here you have all these different achievements, and all of them are specific to Remix Pandaria. And most likely this event is not gonna be back, at least before a long time, because I'm sure that before they bring back Remix Pandaria, they will probably also do remixes events for all the other expansions. And so really try to get all these different achievements done before that. And with these different achievements, you also have a few other interesting things, such as, for instance, a few titles. So here you have, for instance, the Time Runner title right here when reaching level 70 with a Time Runner. And then you have a few others, such as, for instance, this one right here, the Claw of Eternus, when you complete all of the Panera raids on heroic difficulty. So these are the last few things that we know will be removed from the game, and that again you should try to do before it's too late. Now, of course, next to all these different items that will be removed from the game, some other items are worth also considering getting before the end of the event, because they are way easier to get during the event than in the retail version of the game. So for instance, you have the Tusk of Manoroth, which is a very popular transmog item. You can get it for 20 of the Bones of Manoroth and 38,500 bronze. Then you, of course, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you have all the different world bosses mounts and all the different raid mounts from Mr. Pandaria. And again, some of them are definitely worth considering buying, because then you will have to farm them in the retail version of the game. And it's not sure if you will ever be able to buy them again from a vendor like that. So I would recommend you to try and also get some of these if you're missing some of them. And after that, you just have a few maybe overclass ensembles and things like that that can be interesting to get. And keep in mind that right now, all these different ensembles are worth for any of the different classes that share the same category of armor. So for instance, if you want this one, you can use it on any level classes, which I think is pretty cool, because in the retail version of the game, some of these sets cannot be fully completed on one single, for instance, character of a different class. And so I think this is maybe a good opportunity as well. For instance, let's say you want this full set on a warrior, to buy it directly with the bronze right here. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope it will help you understand a little bit better what are all the different items that really you need to try and get before the end of the event, because again, we're not sure if they will ever be brought back into the game. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye!